You are watching a clip from the Sports and Sorts podcast.
All that great stuff, things that you
Thanksgiving
guys
is
already
approaching.
Know. Thanksgiving is so close. I'm getting so excited.
Would you like to hear about my absolutely horrifying Saturday night?
What?
Oh, I didn't text you because I wanted to save it special just for this show.
Whoa, okay.
So
right.
on Saturday night, we had some friends over, people that we haven't seen in a while, very, very close friends. I proceeded to drink very, very heavily. And not only did I drink heavily, but I mixed a lot of different alcohol.
Okay.
So I had 2 beers.
Yeah.
I honestly, my wife thinks I had over a bottle and a half of wine combined, but there were 2 different reds and a white. By the end of the night, I had, or I should say maybe the beginning of the night, I had thrown up once in the toilet, something I have not done since my stag party. So
wow.
Put that in perspective. My stag. Okay. I've been married for over 15 years. So you do the math. And then, because we had guests over, we usually let our dogs outside. We let them go in and out of the garage.
Yeah.
Well, I put them out in the garage, and I think what happened was the wind blew the door.
What happened was...
See, what had happened was, this is going to be one of those what had happened was moments. What had happened was they were in the garage, and I think the wind blew the door closed, so they couldn't get access to the backyard to go out, and poop and whatever. Now, unfortunately, while they were in the garage, they decided to eat bars of mouse poison.
Oh, no!
That I had in the garage. So we go out into the garage to get them after our guests have left. And I've already thrown up at this point. No, I threw up afterwards, because I thought I had killed our dogs. So the bars of poison, there were like 3 or 4 of them in the garage. They're missing. And this is completely on me because I should have had these. I should not have had those things openly exposed. They should have been inside like the plastic containers. Yeah. But we have just a ridiculous mouse issue in this house. The one downside of living in the country is there are vermin out here, that are just ugh. So you try and get rid of them any way you can. And I had some. And actually, I think it had been working for a while because I haven't seen any mice in a while. Yeah. But at any rate, so we realized that they've eaten these bars. So we called the vet. Emergency hours, of course, on a Saturday. So you call the vet. And they're like, okay, they were like, well, what kind of poison is it? So we told them. And so they were like, okay, you gotta give them some like rubbing alcohol or peroxide, I think, just to get them to throw up. So my wife did a little of that. Of course, I'm just basically sprawled out on the floor and useless because I'm just as drunk as a skunk. I'm gone. I am completely useless to the outside world at this point. And she's getting the dogs to throw up.
You're so useless. Your dogs are like dying.
Dogs are dying. And then I'm like so upset about it. That actually was what I think started to induce the vomiting. So I had to crawl over to the toilet. Puke. By the way, all I threw up a total of 6 times between that night and then the following morning, which was yesterday, Sunday morning. I was like hovered around the toilet all morning yesterday. And then so my wife actually takes them to the vet with my oldest daughter, who's freaking out. And actually, my daughter was mostly freaking out because one, she wanted to stay home, and because she didn't trust like me with being drunk and home alone with the baby and with our 9-year-old daughter. So, anyways, at any rate, She takes the dogs to this is probably a bit of an unexpected story for you here.
This is the worst night ever, huh?
It's not a good night. It was just not good. So anyways, she takes the dogs to the vet. They don't pump their stomachs. They basically they did induce vomiting. They give them something that they inject right into their veins, and within like 15 seconds the dogs are puking.
So Brandon said Epicac for dogs? Does that sound I don't know what that means. I don't know what Epicac means. He's using big words here.
I don't know what that is either.
SAT words.
Yeah, that's beyond my pay level. Anyways, they get the dogs to throw up though, and you could see, like I saw, like Melissa sent me pictures, like all the green that's in it because that stuff was green.
Yeah.
So the doctor thinks they got it all up, but then they also give them charcoal. And the charcoal, I guess, is something that'll help get to any of it that could have already started to digest.
Yeah.
And they'll theoretically like poop it out. Like their poop will be black. And then the last thing was they give them vitamin. There is apparently an antidote for this stuff, and it's vitamin K.
Okay.
So it's vitamin K. So they have to continue to take vitamin K over the course of a month to get it completely out of the system. It could have been that, yes. If it's something that induces vomiting, then yeah, it could have been Epicac, because that they shot it directly into their veins. Oof. And then within, like I said, 15 to 20 seconds, the dogs are puking all over the place. So a $499.17 bill later, our dogs are hopefully okay. It was
That's a bad night.
It was not good. It was bad. It was really
probably not going to be having wine anytime soon.
I will never touch wine again. Never. Beer, I cannot. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I'll be drinking beer on Thanksgiving in a week and a half. Who am I kidding there? But wine? No, I'm done with that crap. Oh my God. And I should have known better because, yeah, I don't do well with wine.
Yeah. Whew. Man, I guess not. I mean, Timmy says he thought it was going to be about your turkey mishap. You had a turkey mishap?
Well, what happened was, what had happened was.
The title, Sports and Swords. What had happened was. That's a title.
I really think it should be. That's going to be when I send the title over to you. It's going to be what had happened was. So I had an issue with the turkey because I get the turkey fryer going, right? I deep fried a turkey, a 14-pound bird. It was beautiful. And I had to get it up to
the best bird you've ever seen.
It gets better than any bird you could ever have. My deep fried turkey is better than anybody's. So I had to, and I had a slice of cake from Mar-a-Lago, best cake ever. So I had to get I get the oil up to 350.
Yeah.
And then I drop the bird, and it's common for it, obviously, for the oil to drop in temperature once you add the bird because the bird's cold. Yeah. But usually you want to try to get it up between 325 and 350 again, primarily sitting at 350 and then have it go 3.5 pounds per minute.
Right.
It just wouldn't get past 250. So I'm like texting Timmy. I'm like, dude, any ideas here? Because I'm like, any ideas about how much longer I should cook it if it's only hitting 250? And he's like, well, it's not great. He's like, that's not really great though. He's like, because then you run the risk of, I think what he said was like the oil getting inside the bird, which is not what you want.
Right.
It's not what you want.
It's gonna be pretty greasy.
Yeah. So, but as it turned out, this was thankfully before I got drunk. I basically just eyeballed it, and we pulled I let it go. I let the turkey go about an extra. I don't even know how I settled on this number, but about an extra 16 minutes, and the turkey came out perfect. It was perfect. Yes. It was phenomenal. That was the only thing that went well that night, other than being in the company of good friends who we miss and love very much. So that was great. But beyond that, I mean, you're talking about this is like an absolute disaster of a night. I mean, it's not even that I had so much alcohol. It was what I mixed: the reds, the whites, the beer. Oh my God! It was when I had
Sounds like a good time.
I have never thrown up 6 times. Not in one sitting.
That's got to be terrible because, I mean, I can't imagine having that happen to your dog, but just in general. I mean, yeah, you'd be a little bit more aware, but like.
I was mortified. I thought I killed the dogs. I'm like, oh my God, I killed our dogs.
To be useless?
Right, to be useless. Right. Yeah. How horrible. Horrifying.
It's pretty bad.
So I can't believe my wife didn't divorce me. She took it in stride.
She knows where you are from 10 till 11 every morning. You could be getting divorce papers, so just be careful.
True. Right. If I get a knock on the door, Brian, Christina, yes.
You think you're going to Manchester? Really? You think you're going to Manchester after this?
Yeah, she's driving me straight to the courthouse.
If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You have just watched a clip from Sports and Swords, where we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on YouTube. Thanks for watching.